Hello, fellow Virgos. This is Lisa from The Right Guidance, here to bring in your last week of October into early November reading. I will be using two decks to channel in your guidance for this week, using the Angel of Abundance, Oracle cards, and then anything to do with your love life, your relationship life, life with friends and family, we'll use the love pack, okay? So with this shuffle, I'm asking your angels and guides to bring in clear and accurate guidance that I can channel in for you using my intuition to see what's happening for my fellow Virgos, of course, including myself, to see what's on deck for us. Quite a few love and relationship messages apparently. Okay, and then let's see what abundance cards we need to hear. These are such an assortment of messages that are, I find, really, really helpful. So for those of you who like to do your own cards, it's a really great deck to purchase. Alrighty. All right, we're going to start with love and relationships, okay? Now, I haven't turned anything over, so I don't know what they say. Allow me to kind of get through it all so then I can put it all together for us, okay? Because not every single card is going to resonate with you, but as I kind of channel it in, you'll find a piece of it that totally does resonate with you and that, you know, strikes a chord, okay? The first message we got is wild abandon. No skinny dipping in the fountains, okay? Take it easy. All right, so asking you, where can you bring wild abandon in your life, into your life with your partner, into life in general? It's just going out and having a good time and just letting it all, obviously don't let it all hang out. Nobody needs to get arrested over here, okay? But just what does wild abandon mean to you? Dropping that serious aura that us Virgos carry. I'm usually pretty playful and fun to be around and fun when I'm out and loud and boisterous in that way. But I know my male Virgos are not. You guys are usually very quiet and reserved and kind of a little judgy. Well, actually, we're all judgy. But, you know, just to kind of like let it go. Like maybe get yourself out with friends too this week. Even over, I see somebody calling the guys up and going out and watching a game because God knows there's enough freaking sports on right now. And just putting yourself out there and just having a good time. It's just having that laugh and having, you know, the company of friends and people who just make you feel energized. And for me, when I was, you know, getting ready this morning in the shower, I was even thinking like, I have to be aware of only surrounding myself with people who energize me and who make me feel good after being in their company and who, you know, I can think of throughout the day who still energize me and who make me happy to be in their life. So make sure that, you know, those are the people you're thinking about when you make the call. And then for the rest of you in relationships, you know, moving on. All right. I blush really easily and I'm not one of those prudy people. It's just who I am. I know it's messed up. All right. The Lovers card. This is an amazing, amazing card letting you know that, you know, for those of you single, a relationship is on deck or someone makes you feel like you want to be around them. There's someone who you are magnetically attracted to, someone who you have insane chemistry with, and someone who you just have to be in their company. You have to express. So this is expressions of love for those of you who are in partnership, and then for you singles, it's about expressing how you feel to someone who maybe you're holding that back from. Communicating that you think they're wonderful, giving them compliments, because that always makes everyone feel good when they feel like, you know, someone thinks of them and is putting them on a pedestal. Whether they feel they deserve it or not, it's nice to receive wonderful messages about how someone thinks about you so you can share that with someone that you love or someone who you admire, okay? And then for those of you who are in relationship, you know, making your partnership already this week an incredible priority, right? So doing something romantic for that partner. I mean, I know tomorrow in Toronto it's going to be like 19 degrees Celsius, so you could make a quick picnic, you know, and maybe grab a bottle of wine and head over to Lake Ontario somewhere. We have enough beaches nearby here, but wherever you guys are, you can kind of get out with your partner, maybe, you know, grab even some takeout and just go sit in somewhere in nature and just connect with your partner and disconnect by turning off the bloody technology because there's such a pain. I cannot tell you when we were out yesterday, how many people were sitting across from their significant other and they weren't talking. They're on their phones. I hate that. All right. We have someone who is experiencing pain, and it's usually due to heartbreak, or they're not, or you're not. More likely you're not. Okay. So you're not in a place of receiving love. Okay. And that's painful, right? When we aren't with our person, when we're not in partnership and we're not feeling loved and supported, that's sometimes painful. And it could be, you could be triggered by seeing, obviously, other people's social media pages going out and about, maybe having vacations and spending time with someone that they love. You could be like missing that, and that could like send a twinge to your heart center. Okay. So this just looks like you're not feeling very lucky in love, or you're not feeling loved and supported. It happens to us. All right. Um, this is letting you know that not to go down the wrong path and make a mistake. Okay. The thing is, this could be in any area of your life. So if I was giving someone a personal guidance and this card came up, this could be, not communicating how you feel could be a mistake, right? Letting someone go and not putting the effort in and letting them know that you want to be in a relationship because you're shy and you're not good at communicating will be a mistake. Okay, it's going down the wrong path. You see how there's a dead end there? Because if someone is supposed to be your partner and you don't put the effort in, it'll go to waste, and see how there's no more road. So it could be no more opportunity because you're not putting the effort in. You could be not putting yourself out there, let's say, because maybe your last relationship kicked the shit out of you. I know what that's like, right? And then not putting yourself back out there could be a mistake, right? Not thinking that, this is even possible for you. Okay? But it's possible. Okay? Let's see. The card of drought. Okay. So if we're not, being loved and hugged, and you're not having sex, and you're not having someone kiss you and love you and cuddle you, there's no life, right? We're here to experience relationships. We're here to experience life. We're not just meant to be, worker bees and parents and friends and someone's kid and someone's brother or sister. We're here to love, and we're here. I mean, that's what this Earth School is. It's about loving relationships and loving the career you're in and love being of service in whatever way your talent, communicates. It's really, really important. So some of us Virgos are experiencing no life. We don't have a life. We don't have that love. We don't have that sex life we want. We don't have that expression. We don't have someone telling us that they romantically love us. We don't have someone to talk to at the end of the day when we've had a wrench thrown in our day. You want that person, right? So to put that energy out there, and if there's someone that you have on your mind already, to communicate that. So that way, obviously, you want to move to that kind of a sex life, great. Okay. But this is absolutely possible. So for those of you, for Virgos who are single, it's a mistake to not put yourself back out there in love. Okay. Total mistake, because, okay, we get it. It's painful to be on our own. We know, and that it feels lifeless, but we have to ask God to send in some CPR for our love life. Okay. So before I turn this card over, because I just saw it. So how it's being channeled to me, okay? And when you're feeling, that it's painful and there isn't any love and there isn't maybe that sex life, this mistake cards comes from making a bad choice. Okay? So don't entertain a relationship just to use them to have sex, or just to use somebody to fill a void that you aren't actually interested in. Okay? Because that could leave them in some serious pain. Okay? Because you're not being authentic. You're not offering something to them. Okay? And that's using someone, and that's not good to do to anybody. It's actually pretty shitty to do to somebody. But don't make a bad choice. Okay? So don't. This could also mean for those of you in a relationship. If you're thinking like my relationship doesn't have, there's a total drought. There's no love. There's no communication. There's no one to talk to at the end of my day. There isn't, that cuddle time, that bonding time, that kissing, the hugging, the whole bit, the whole enchilada. There isn't that, and that your relationship may not look like this, and may not have looked like this for a long time. That's a mistake to continue living on that path, right? Because this is how I say it with clients. Like, they're contracts. Like, before we come down here, we decide like what we're going to experience and who we're going to experience it with. So when we finally meet up with people, or we're all of a sudden, the universe goes, here's someone in your life, and that person, you're like, what is this? Like, it's meant to be. Everything's meant to be. Everything's divinely ordered. So it would be a mistake not to end a relationship that you're contract. So like for me, I got married. I had my 3 kids back, obviously I had twins first, and then I had another child right away. And I knew as soon as I had my daughter, that's it. I don't want to be around this guy anymore. I didn't. It was such a heaviness and an awareness piece for me that this contract was done. That's all I was meant to learn. I was to learn and really assess why I put myself in that relationship, and what did I learn from him? Lots of things about me and them. But it would be a bad choice to hold yourself back. It would be a mistake not to continue the path of love and then to allow that for yourself. Let's keep moving. So we're at 11 months. 11 months. That might mean something to somebody. I'm not sure. Well, we're going to the 11th month. My favorite number, 11. Okay. Conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic foods. You live simply, and you purchase only what you need. So I guess just to be mindful of what you're spending, to support local if you can. Like here in Toronto, we have the St. Lawrence Market. You can support local people who are passionate about what they grow, what they create, what they, make. It's a beautiful thing. So just to be aware of, again, even what you're putting in your body, you could maybe not be feeling well because of maybe, you need to detox. Okay. Declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Because when we have a chaotic space, when I go into people's homes to read them or to give their family guidance or whatever is happening, if the space is chaotic, negative energy can live there. So if your desk is piled high and disorganized, or you pull open or you dump things into a drawer, you've got to declutter that. Okay. So it says it's time for you to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others, because others may need your items. Okay. So be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well, because you never know when there's an invitation or an opportunity to travel to see somebody. So even like the mindless ways you spend time, to maybe clear that up and make a choice to maybe make a date for those of you single. Okay. Power of prayer. Okay. Give the situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance that God gives you in response to your prayers. So all of us have a really strong intuition. Ask them to guide you, and just trust that you're making the best decisions, because you're putting the intention to make the best decision. You can say, every decision I make today and going forward, I want it to be fair and just for everyone involved. Okay? Yes. Last but not least, windfall of abundance. Apparently Santa Claus has something to do with this. So make your list. Santa Claus, North Pole, Ho. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving, and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, your health, and your charitable work. Okay. All right, fellow Virgos, I'm going to leave it right there. If you would require any personal guidance, you can reach out to me at therightguidance@gmail.com. Leave me a comment below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel and help me grow. I'd appreciate it. All the best. Happy November.